Hey, good morning. Welcome to Mentor Monday. Today is Monday, April 23rd, 2018. We've designed Mentor Monday to be a weekly microdose of encouragement, inspiration, and miracle grow on your potential as a coach. Last week, I kind of touched on this thought about perfectionism, and I want to continue it this week because I find that perfectionism is a real liability for new coaches, and it keeps them from getting started. And what I thought that I would put together for this week is 4 reframing statements to help new coaches get over the hump and build some momentum to get their coaching practices started. Here's reframing thought number 1. The worst thing I'll do is encourage this person. This is really important for you because even if you think that you're not doing that great of a job, you think that you're brand new to this thing, most people don't have anyone who's speaking into their life. Most people don't have anyone who believes in them. Most people do not have anyone who's pushing them, holding them accountable for their greatness. I want you to know is even if you don't think that you're doing a great job as a new coach, that person across from you is being encouraged. Here's reframing statement number 2. Even bad coaching helps people. Now, for some of you, you think that maybe that's kind of surprising coming out of a master trainer and the largest coaching program in North America, which Life Coach Training Institute is. But here's the thing, is it is not the job of a coaching organization or a coaching school to be a policing body. And I feel like we have a lot of trainers who kind of make you feel like you have to do all of these things before you get started, and they kind of scare you as though you can't be successful unless you go through their program or something like that. Here's the thing. Let's settle all of this thing. My job as a trainer, the job of our school, is to give you your license, it's to throw the keys at you, and to give you permission to get started. And here's a little secret. The people that we're working with know nothing about coaching. You do, because obviously you're training, you're studying, all of those other things. If you do a bad job, a good job, a mediocre job, a great job, the client really isn't going to know the difference when you first start. You will, but the client won't. And just having someone who is even attempting to put some semblance to the thoughts and some of the desires and dreams together for this person is going to help them. You're going to grow, but it's important for you to get started. Hey, it's called practice for a reason. It is a coaching practice. And there's not a worse credibility killer to me than a coach who just spends all their time in books and in workshops, but isn't actually sitting across from someone. So let's practice. Here's reframing statement number 3. I'm a professional coach who's always committed to growing, and most growth happens when I'm working my craft, not when I'm merely studying it. Hey, if perfectionism is your thing, let's work it. Let's leverage the desire to be the best by putting ourselves to the test. And so think about it like this, reframe it as, hey, it's time to put myself to the test. I've been studying, let me put myself to the test, and then I'm going to come back. The way that I am going to frame all of these things leads me to this next reframing statement, which is this. I give myself the freedom to make adjustments whenever I see fit to develop myself, my business, and serve my clients better. See, the part of this whole learning thing and going and putting myself to the test is that I have a commitment to ongoing improvement. And so that's the way that I've got to reframe this thing so that perfectionism doesn't have its way. At a certain point, good has to be good enough. And I put myself to the test, and what happens? I find out what I know, and I also go back to adjust and to grow in the things that I don't know. But here's the thing that I find in our students in Life Coach Training Institute. Every time they go to that first session, they were afraid, nervous, it's completely normal. And what they always find is that they completely crush it. Pretty much every time. And even if there was a couple of things that weren't perfect, it's like they knew that they were doing what they were supposed to be doing. They felt like they were in the mode of their calling, and it whet their appetite for more. And the best part for the coaches that I mentor is that when they go and experience something with a potential client or with a client, they can always come back and they can share with me what was great and what was a struggle. And I love the fact that coaches who are going out and experiencing things come back to me and we have something to talk about. You know, I love theory and I love new things that people are doing because I love professional development, personal development. I love helping people get to the next level. But the theory isn't nearly as fun as the people who are actually in the trenches and doing it. Now, here's my final piece of advice today, and it doesn't fit with the reframing statements actually for today, but I want to give it anyway. Please, please, please don't wait a year before you start charging for your services. Don't wait months, don't even wait weeks. Actually, from day one, you should be charging for what you do. I don't care how long you've been doing this. I don't care how many clients you've had or any of those other things. Day one, you really should be getting paid. And here's a really big reason why. It's not just for you to get paid and start to value yourself, but it's also for the client as well. Free coaching does not help people. I wish it did, but it doesn't. And you will find consistently that people who have free coaching sessions no show, they don't follow through with their stuff, and there's a really big reason why. For the things that we value, we will actually invest in them. And change, we all know, happens in the heart, but the heart's connected to the wallet. It's kind of a funny spiritual principle there. And when people don't have skin in the game, they don't get the change that they would really like in their life. Before we go, please share this video. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. So any of those channels that you would like to like it and share it. And also, we would invite you to be part of the conversation. So if you have any questions about this, if you have any comments, we will be looking at our social media for the rest of the week. So we would love to engage with you on that. Hey, have a great rest of your week and take care.